Hi guys, today I want to tell you about pros and cons of being a graduate teaching assistant or research assistant, and what is my salary and all the detail about that. So being a graduate teaching assistant or research assistant is a job that you can actually do in a grad school, and at the same time you can actually study and can do the research and all. Usually the average grad student just has to take courses and do the research. On the other hand, if you are a graduate teaching assistant, that means you have to teach labs for undergrads, and at the same time you may have to grade those papers. You have to conduct the final exam for the lab, and you have the responsibility for that lab. Like, you are the person that who have responsibility to grading the people, grading the students, and conducting the exams, and conducting the labs, and teaching the labs. And if they have any questions regarding the labs or anything like that, you are the responsibility person. So they will come to you and ask question about that. So you have to have student hours. That means that's the time that's allocated for the undergrads who are in your lab, can actually meet you and ask question about the lab work, or the uh, about the practicals, or any other question like that. So that's a kind of big responsibility, because you are responsible about the lab safety, and you are responsible about whether they are doing great in their labs, and in getting ready for the exams, and you have to prepare everything for your labs and all. Sometimes you will get the help from the technician and all, they will prepare your lab and all. Sometimes it's you have to do by yourself. So usually you have to do 3 or 4 labs per week, and you need to do a student hour or 2 hours per week. And other than you are doing your own studies, and other than doing your own research stuff. So that's kind of a lot, but you will adjust to that procedure. Like, if you are a teaching student or research assistant student, there are specific amount of hours, credit hours, that you need to take. For example, in my grad school, I need to take 9 credit hours if I want to be a grad teaching assistant. So usually the normal average grad student take only 6 or 4 credit hours, and for me, I have to have 9 credit hours for every semester. That's again is a lot of work. So and now when I talk about the salary and all, I'm getting paid like $16 to $8 per hour, and it's not that bad. And because at the same time they are going to cover your all the costs in grad school, like courses and all, but you have to buy your textbook books and all. Other than that, they will cover your cost for the courses and all. And other thing is, being a research assistant, on the other hand, still you need to take the credit hours, same, I think same amount of credit hours. But other than that, you don't need to go to labs, conducting the labs or anything like that. I mean, labs mean the labs for undergrads. So you don't need to teach for this lab. So only thing you need to do is, your responsibility is working in your research lab. So doing research and all, helping the undergrads in your research lab. And uh, if you have to order stuff for your research lab, you need to do those stuff, or conducting research group meeting or anything like that. Those responsibilities will be in your hand if you are a research assistant. So for my situation, I've been both graduate teaching assistant and graduate research assistant. I believe being research assistant is much easier than being graduate teaching assistant, because even I'm a graduate teaching assistant, I'm doing I have the responsibility of all the responsibility that I told you at the beginning. As a research assistant is also in my hand, so I'm doing both. Even I'm getting paid only for the graduate teaching assistant. So uh, like if your professor or PI has good grants and all, so he or she can hire you, then they will pay for you, not the graduate school. So that's kind of good. um, yeah, I got paid the same amount even being the research assistant, but it can be vary. Sometimes it's going to be a little bit higher than being graduate teaching assistant. So I hope this may helpful for you. See you in the next video.